He is absolutely a player. You hear me? Ooh, that thing is something dangerous. Thank you, Jesus, that nigga didn't grow up on Morton Street with me in D.C. because he would have got me, y'all. He would have got me. I can't even lie. Hello bugs. Hello there, Balance. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, that would mean tell a friend, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com for this combo promo. You would get the Miss Chi Chi shades and this Renee scarf for $45. And if you are not already a part of this book club, please hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's continue talking about Smokey. During the break, Claudette pulled me aside. That Barry guy called me, she said. What? What'd he want? He asked me out. Pause. This is according to the Sugar Ray. Now we know why when Sugar Ray and Gordy were going through their problems. You know, Gordy liked to play the cat and mouse game. I'll chase you, girl, but as soon as you stop running, I'm going to leave your ass high and dry with a wet vagina. That's what I'm going to do. So anyway, Smokey Robinson went round there to this hotel to try and convince Sugar Ray to go back to Gordy. Well, that was what he was supposed to do. What ended up happening was Smokey Robinson became really close. You hear me? Really close to knocking down the Sugar Ray while she was still married to Gordy. You say what? And I think that's a little game that they play. I think they go after the same women. Matter of fact, what I think is basically all the women in front of Smokey Robinson and Gordy, they don't be nothing but a cheap dollar bet. A cheap dollar bet? Yes, girl. A cheap dollar bet. My head started spinning in confusion. What do you tell him? No, just like that. I told him I was your girlfriend. Oh, wow. She'd never said that before. And what'd he say? He apologized. It was one of those summer evenings you could see the reflection of the city lights shimmering on the water. The air was still. Downriver, smoke from the auto plants floated up into the star-filled sky. Fireflies darted here and there. Crickets hummed, and Claudette bathed in the moonlight, leaned back into my arms. Smokey, she confessed, when you guys were rehearsing, sometimes the girls would peep in on you. And once, she went on, you were singing with your shirt off, and the other girls started laughing about how skinny you looked. Good, Claudette. Good. That's what you need to do. A motherfucker like Smokey Robinson, you need to drag him down because he already got green eyes. He already pretty Smokey Fontaine or pretty Smokey Robinson. You got to drag him down. You got to make him think he fucked up. So then he can get that I'm fine ass Smokey Robinson off his shoulder. You got to drag him down, girl. You got to drag him down. Okay, because them green eyes ain't helping it. And once, she went on, you were singing with your shirt off and the other girls started laughing about how skinny you looked. That got me mad. I told them to shush. I said, you don't look skinny. To me, you looked handsome. Oh, baby, I said, kissing her lips. I love you so much. I want you to be my girl. Your only girl? I'll give up the others. I promised. They don't mean anything to me. I swear I'll never see them again. Now, how many times you think Smokey Robinson didn't say that in that week? Okay? Let's just be honest. I mean, and I'm not mad at him because he's a young man with a voice like a bird. But he is absolutely a player. You hear me? Ooh, that thing is something dangerous. Thank you, Jesus, that nigga didn't grow up on Morton Street with me in D.C. because he would have got me, y'all. He would have got me. I can't even lie. This time she lifted her mouth towards mine. I love you, Smokey, she said, her words warming my heart. I've loved you a long while. What about Raleigh? Raleigh's a nice guy. I like him, but I don't love him. Not the way I love you, Smokey. Will you write him and tell him that? I'll write him tomorrow. Claudette, I said, kissing her earlobes, her cheeks, her neck, her beautiful mouth. I'm so happy I could sing. You know what, Miss Claudette? Thank you, Miss Claudette. Thank you, okay? Because you held on tight. You's a bad mother lady. You hear me? You is something special. And I'm sure you didn't instill them same morals and values into your daughter. Don't let a man like your father creep up on you, okay? Don't believe nothing that ninja say, all right? Because he is something to be reckoned with. Oh, my goodness. You, Miss Claudette, I take my hat off to you. Miss Claudette, you's a wonderful person. Because many of us wouldn't have been able to hold on to our aspects with Smokey Robinson around singing like a bird. I'm just saying. Claudette had agreed to be my girl. Finally, my group was getting somewhere. My life was blossoming like a beautiful flower. I was going to college at the end of the year, but in the back of my mind, I could already feel myself going somewhere else. Gordy was street, but he was no jitterbug. He wasn't fly, wasn't the kind of cat who strolled with the limp walk. In the past, he'd done lots of shiz. He'd come out of the same gang era as Jackie Wilson. I had no clue that Gordy was a part of a gang. I had no clue. Now, if I read that before in one of these Motown books and forgot, my bad, y'all, but I had no clue. He'd done his share of fighting, some of it in a ring. He'd paid his dues working the auto plants. He'd opened a jazz record shop that flopped, been married to a lady named Thelma, had 3 kids, and now was divorced. He had another lady named Raynoma. When I met him, he didn't have money, but he had direction. Working with his partner, Billy Davis, who wrote as Tyrone Carlo, their hits for Jackie didn't generate much cash. In those days, writers' royalties were a joke. Mainly, Barry was searching for songs, talent, a way to get over, a way to get paid. He was a warm-hearted cat. He had a knack for handling people, a certain low-key charm, a charisma. He had the smarts to figure out the way the business world was working or not working. And he had the balls to go after what he wanted. I want to manage you guys, he told me straight off. Go ahead, man, I said, knowing no one else had shown interest. Tell us what you want us to do. At first, he got us little gigs. He couldn't give us any money, so we bought our own blue suits, which didn't quite match. Claudette was wearing a white dress with little red flowers. It wasn't easy. Barry was there, for instance, while we were singing at a dive bar in a basement in Pontiac when dudes got to fighting. They started slashing and we started running, but there was only one way out, this small stairwell. Somehow we squeezed our way up, scared shitless that the razor blades were going to slice us. Finally, we made it outside to the Hawk. You know, that's his car. Everyone was exhausted and pissed, especially at Barry. On the way back to Detroit, my partners were ragging Barry. Ooh, they was pissed at the Gordy. When I say they was going in on him, Gordy, you done threw us in this trick bag. You got us round here about to get stabbed up. You just made our brand new manager. And look what the hell happened. We almost died in that joint. Manager's supposed to supply outfits for the singers? No. Answer no. Not when you first starting out. The managers ain't gotten much money for you. So, okay, yeah, they was tripping in that car. I think they usually do, I piped up, knuckling into the peer pressure. Like he often does, Barry kept quiet. It was a sad night. And when I dropped everyone off and started home, I couldn't live with myself. I turned the Hawk around and headed back to Barry's place. Look, man, I said, I gotta talk to you. He was as depressed as me. What's on your mind? I feel terrible, man. I was bad-mouthing you with the rest of the cats, even though I know goddamn well that you don't have a dime. You're doing this because you really believe in us. I just came to apologize. And it was in that moment that Smokey Robinson and Gordy became best friends. You hear me? Because sometimes in life, it just be that one occurrence that makes somebody planted in your life forever. Let me tell you one. Okay, I know you like, Nay, you talk too much, girl. Shut the hell up. That's what we do over here. We talk too much. I have a Judy. Okay, and one time I was short on my rent, and I was verbalizing it openly. I'm like, damn, I'm short like $100 on my rent. My Judy had said to me, well, hell, you $100 short on your rent. Hell, I'm like $800 short of my rent. So let me go on and give you the $100, so at least your rent will be paid. That girl was implanted into my life forever. I chose pretty well when it comes down to my friendships. One reason why I chose BFF was because when we were young together in Holy Redeemer, because remember I told you I met BFF while I was 4 and she was 5, and we was going to private school together. People always thought I was awkward, different, and it was because I was going through a whole bunch of shiz at home. I don't have time to even pay attention to you hoes worrying about how thick my glasses are. My mom always dressed me nice. I ain't had time to care about nobody else's feelings. I had hell going on at home. You hear me? But BFF never shunned me. She took time to get to know me, and we've been together. I'm 52. I'm gonna be 52 this year. Shit, we've been together 47 years. I came to apologize. His face lit up. I'm glad you came back, Smokey. You don't know how glad. I was sitting up here feeling like shiz, especially the way you were agreeing with the other guys. See, I like you so much, man, and I was feeling like you were turning against me. That hurt, man. I got big plans for you, Smoke. I know we're going to make it. And your coming back here tonight shows me a lot. Shows that you really care about me. We must have talked all night, discussing everything, even how he had hit on Claudette. Out of all the cats, said Barry, she had to say that you were her boyfriend? Oh man, I hated hearing that. We laughed and laid out on the floor, our heads against the couch. Him telling me about his life, me telling him about mine. Two guys scheming and dreaming about things getting better. It happened while I was watching American Bandstand on TV. The Silhouettes were singing Get a Job, #1 song in the world, when it hit me like a bolt of lightning. Get a job, got a job. Why not write an answer song called Got a Job? Watching Barry like a hawk, learning all I could, I saw that he was on top of his shit. A perfectionist who pruned the tune till he got an overall dynamite sound. You're going to have to change your name, he said afterwards. The Matadors sounds a little jive. Everyone thought of a name, scribbled it on a piece of paper, and threw it in a hat. By chance, we picked my choice, Miracles, said Barry, mulling over it. I like the sound of that. I like the attitude. Yeah. Y'all are miracles. It's January and I'm sitting in freshman English trying to concentrate on nouns and verbs. It's my first semester at Highland Park Junior College and I should be excited about my schoolwork. The problem is this tiny transistor speaker plugged in my ear. I won't take it out. I can't. I'm listening to frantic Ernie Durham on WJLB, hoping to hear the Miracles singing Got a Job, which Barry had sold to End Records. When Got a Job comes on, I started hollering. Man, I can't control myself. And everyone in class thinks I'm nuts. College isn't working. College isn't for me. Need to talk to Big Sister, need to talk to Five. But I'm worried what they'll think. Don't worry, boy, Daddy made clear. I've already lived my life. Yours is ahead of you. You young, you got time. If this music thing don't work out, you can always go back to college. You made a record, said Big Sister. You've been singing your whole life. Why not try? If it's my blessing you want, you got it. My college career was over practically before it began. I was free to follow my heart. My heart led to Barry's house. Now I was hanging with him, hot and heavy, an eager student leaning on a willing teacher. Barry got a check for $3.19. And keep in mind, got a job was something of a hit. Shiz, man, I said to Barry, this is sure some funky business. But rather than get down, Barry got up, took the $3.19 check and framed it. We're going to remember this motherfucker, he said, because I don't intend to let it happen again. In the beginning, there were 6 employees. Barry, his second wife, Raynoma, Brian Holland, whose singing brother Eddie had been with Barry earlier, Jamie Bradford, and Robert Bateman. Remember, Robert Bateman is the guy who brung Barry Gordy Murray Wells. Robert Bateman, great bass singer and later an engineer. We'd all meet over at Barry's apartment at Gladstone. Ray was in charge. After that $3.19 check, Barry saw that control was the key. He borrowed a little bread from his family and started his own small label. Started going for control. You think Motown's name that'll catch on? He asked. It's cute, I said. Why not try?